Hello, welcome to the talk. This is Hyeon, a secondary PhD student at Seoul National University. Here, I'd like to present a paper entitled CloChat, Understanding How People Customize, Interact, and Experience Personas in Large Language Models, which is written by Juhye, DaEun, Jinwook, and Changhoon. This work is made by a collaborative effort between Yonsei University and Seoul National University. Now is the era of large language models. Tons of language models, such as GPT, BARD, or Hyperclover, have recently been released, and they have significantly changed how people live and work. The advance of language models made them used as a backbone of conversation agents. Now everyone uses ChatGPT, and tons of papers using large language models to build conversational agents have been published in human-computer interaction and natural language processing fields. However, one problem with existing LLM-driven conversation agents is that they have fixed personalities and functionalities, limiting their adaptability to individual user needs. A widely used solution to address this issue is to prompt personalized agent personas with distinct expertise or traits. Look at this conversation. A user suffered from a nightmare and asked ChatGPT for a solution. Okay, we can see that ChatGPT provides useful and effective solutions, such as exploiting relaxation techniques or journaling nightmares. However, this was actually not the thing that the user wanted. What the user actually wanted was empathy. She wanted ChatGPT to truly empathize with her situation and not only provide a solution, but also give comfort. By prompting a personalized trait that makes conversational agents humorous, kind, and more likely to empathize with others' words, we can make ChatGPT output the sentences in that the user truly wants. Now you can see that ChatGPT empathizes with the user situation. For example, although ChatGPT is a computer program, it says that it also suffers from nightmares. However, we lack knowledge about how people deal with agent personas. At first, we do not know how people customize their personas in different situations. Moreover, we do not know how people interact with and experience the agent personas. Our research answers these questions based on a qualitative and quantitative user study with 30 participants. In detail, the research procedure is like this. We first designed and implemented an interactive system called CloChat, in which users can easily customize personas of LLM-based conversation agents according to their preferences. Then we conduct a user study in which participants freely customize their agent personas using CloChat and converse with the agents. We also made participants converse with vanilla ChatGPT, comparing their experience with CloChat. Finally, by quantitatively and qualitatively analyzing the study results, we developed 4 design guidelines that inform the future development and refinement of conversational user interfaces employing LLMs. So let's start with the design of CloChat system. The goal of CloChat is to mitigate the complexity of prompt engineering while offering a comprehensive personal design space. Therefore, instead of making users write down their desired personas, we let them input their intention on the structured form-based interface. You can see here that users can input demographic information, knowledge and interest, and verbal styles of personas. Users can even select whether agent personas will use emojis or not. Note that these options are constructed based on the literature survey on articles from SIGCHI affiliated conferences. One interesting thing here is that users can also select the appearance of agent personas. The functionality is mainly empowered by large-scale text-to-image generation models, where we use DALL-E 2, which was one of the most advanced models at the moment of our study. When users prompt the appearance of the personas they want to make, the text-to-image model generates 4 candidate images for the personas. Then users can fully choose one of them as a final appearance. Let's see how the designed persona is materialized as conversational agents. After users finish their design, the system automatically converts the design into JSON specification. Then the specification is translated into a prompt describing the design persona. This is done by prompting GPT-4 as a professional JSON parser and persona creator and giving the JSON as input. Then the output prompt describing the persona is injected into a system prompt of ChatGPT, making ChatGPT act like the designed persona. Now let's see how we conducted a user study. At first, we constructed a set of scenarios in which participants engage with conversation systems to reflect the diverse roles that conversation agents play in daily life. While constructing the set of scenarios, we want to maximize their diversity. Our solution for such a goal is to use a stratified sampling algorithm. We first construct 1,000 different scenarios using GPT-4. This is done by first manually creating 10 scenarios and generating new scenarios using GPT while injecting the previously created or generated scenarios as input. Then we converted each scenario into text embedding and applied dimensionality reduction. Finally, we applied k-means clustering algorithm and picked the scenarios corresponding to the centroid of each cluster generated. So using the scenarios we generated, we conducted a study in the following procedure. After participants signed the consent form and answered to a preliminary interview, they interacted with conversation agents using ChatGPT and CloChat. Half of the participants interacted with ChatGPT first, while the other half interacted with CloChat first, and then with ChatGPT. While interacting with CloChat, the participants were forced to design a new persona at the first trial. However, in the following trials, they were not only able to build new agent personas, but also able to fix or reuse existing personas. After each trial, the participants answered a post-trial survey, mainly asking about their satisfaction in making conversation with ChatGPT or CloChat. So the results are like this. Note that our paper has more interesting results, so please refer to it if you want full access. Okay, so the benefits of CloChat have been clearly and explicitly verified in the post-trial survey result. When we look at the average scores achieved by CloChat and ChatGPT, we can identify that CloChat outperformed ChatGPT for more than half of the questionnaires asking about satisfaction. Meanwhile, there was no case in which vanilla ChatGPT outperformed CloChat. A more interesting thing here is that as we proceeded through trials, the average satisfaction score of ChatGPT went down, while the one of CloChat stayed still. The results clearly show that CloChat and personas enhance satisfaction and engagement in conversing with conversational agents. Our qualitative interview results also support such a claim. Participants reported that they made emotional connections with the configured personas. For example, one participant reported that the conversation moved me almost to tears, which is quite surprising. We also found that the form-based interface of designing personas significantly lowered the entry barrier for engaging with conversation agents, making it more accessible to the general public. For participants unfamiliar with crafting text prompts, the availability of predefined persona trait options in CloChat was notably more user-friendly. Still, some participants pointed out that setting up personas could be complicated and time-consuming without clear guidelines or presets. While most acknowledged the benefits of having bespoke personas, there were mentions of the burden involved in their initial setup as well, suggesting a need for more user-friendly guidance or preset options. Another interesting phenomenon we discovered was that agent personas affect the diversity of conversations. Let's first see the quantitative results, where we measure the diversity as a pairwise distances between text embeddings made with the dialogues. The statistical results show that conversations with CloChat and ChatGPT have no significant difference in within density. However, the between density between conversations has been significantly increased. The results inform that tailored agent personas contribute to personalizing conversations. Again, our qualitative findings back up the effect of personas in personalizing conversations. For example, while engaging with a friendly and humorous persona, participants were encouraged to use informal language and share jokes. Conversely, interactions with more serious or formal personas lead to dialogues with a scholarly or a cautious tone. Another surprising but interesting situation we discovered was that participants tend to reflect their real-life experience and observations into their agent personas rather than creating entirely fictional characters. Participants often model personas after familiar individuals like acquaintances, friends, pets, or celebrities. For example, one participant designed a persona mimicking a renowned doctor in Korea who is very famous for consulting. Participants also enjoyed the imaginative exercise of setting up their pets as personas, attributing them with imagined personality traits and habits. There was no doubt that such customization and reflection on their lives enhanced the engagement and satisfaction of the system. However, it simultaneously highlights the importance of addressing ethical considerations related to mimicking real-world individuals. Based on such findings, and all other findings that we omitted in this presentation, we established 4 design guidelines that guides future development and research on conversational user interfaces using LLMs. First and above all, systems should prioritize persona customization to enhance user trust and engagement. CloChat surpassed ChatGPT in terms of user satisfaction, largely owing to the availability of customizable personas. Designers should therefore consider prioritizing persona customization option in their systems. The heightened user trust and improved conversation quality associated with personalized personas highlight their vital role in the future design of conversational interfaces. Second, we should also minimize the initial setup burden to encourage user engagement. As the initial setup for persona customization can be perceived as to be burdensome, designers should provide easy-to-follow onboarding assistance, for example, by providing presets. Third, we should make systems adaptive. Our study showed that the flexibility in creating bespoke agent personas for various situations could be helpful for sustaining user engagement with CloChat. We recommend implementing adaptive algorithms that tailor persona behaviors based on user intentions and circumstances combined with easy customization options. And last, we should set up thorough guidelines on ethical issues. Our study revealed an ethical issue that celebrities or real-life entities can be incorporated to the system as personas. It is thus crucial to provide users with clear guidelines addressing these issues. So this is the end of the presentation. So please refer to the paper for more information. And again, thank you for watching the talk.